Now, I guess what we really want to get to, and there's so many people that are, if you think about all the people that's monetizing our culture, a lot of them don't look like us. How do you feel about that? All these other cultures coming in, making money off our culture, while we just look like the buffoons and they going to the bank.
That's a big problem with me. That's what I address. That's why I do this shit. Like, I see it all the time. Like, I be looking at the Vlads, the no jumpers, the 1090 Jakes, and here go the thing with them guys, right? Like, sometimes I downplay it. I don't say what I really be thinking. Like, sometimes I be like, well, no, I ain't gonna call them culture vultures, but this or that. But yeah, they are. They straight up culture vultures. At the end of the day, that's what they are. You know what I'm saying? You got 1090 Jake. He out here looking up everybody background, and you're not doing your own people. You making a whole living off. So we know we got rest. We know we got rest in our house. You know what I'm saying? This not nothing new. We know this. So why you just every time I turn around, it's one of these motherfuckers making millions of dollars off us. What's crazy about it, they making more money off us than us. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how the hell we got the same channel on Earth and shit, but you making triple, or you got triple the followers than I, and I'm a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm so that's one of the parts I don't understand. And
well, what you're saying is, like, we need to stand up, like all of the country folks who pissed off about Beyonce making a country album, but yeah, they can come over in our arena and do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, right. And they've been doing that shit for years. It ain't gonna stop, man.
Well, what do you feel about our people that exploit? What do you feel about our people that's famous just for telling other people's business? The Jaguar Rights, Puffy's bodyguards, and those people.
Hey, look, I hate this shit with a passion because, look, most of them, that's a good question, because Gene Deal, I can't stand that fat motherfucker, dog. Like, I damn near wish bad on this motherfucker, because the problem I have with people like that, how are you telling somebody, the reason you telling somebody business, like with Gene Deal, right? I can understand if you left because, I seen Puffy beat a chick, or he molested or did whatever y'all saying he did, and you left, and now you talking about it. That never happens with none of the people that's doing that. 9 times out of 10, somebody fired you or they told you no, and that's the reason why you doing this shit now. Like, especially with Gene Deal, you just trying to bury Puffy in the mud. Like, you telling everything, making up all these lies. But who are you? How are your words even worth anything? Like, you got fired. So it's like you get fired from a job, but now I'm gonna talk bad about my boss. But when he was paying me every day, looking out for me, it was all good. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem I got with that shit.
Now that's a great segue that you mentioned Sean Combs, because how do you feel about it? And again, it's one way to feel a certain way about this man. We're going to take his name out of it. Right. How would you feel about a person who paid somebody $30 million to be quiet? Now they talking.
Right. I mean, that's BS though. That's crazy. Like, how, that's why I say I don't think Puffy paid though. I think from what I heard, Revolt jumped and paid because they wanted to hush. From what I understand, Puffy didn't pay. But my whole outlook on that whole situation is I can't. First of all, let me say this. I don't like Puffy at all. I'm not a Puffy fan. I'm not none of that. And I'm definitely not a fan of domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a realist, and I know shit happens. And I know a lot of relationships turn toxic. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when you look at all our greats. Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown, Ike and Tina. You know what I'm saying? It becomes what people say, you ain't good. You only good as how you can be used, right?
So what you're saying is you think that all of the violence they had going on, you think it was drug induced?
It was drug induced. Listen, man, and it was money hungry induced. Like, her thing when she was with Pup, he's a way older man. So she was using him for what she can get, and he was using her. Drugs became a factor. The first time he put his hands on her and she didn't do nothing, that started the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing new that happens in households all over America every day. What I seen then, they want to wait till years later, and whoever showed this video was really, that's mind blowing. Whoever showed this motherfucking video need to be charged themselves. Yeah. How do some shit like that come up years later? They
need to be charged with suppressing evidence.
They need to be charged with suppressing evidence, because how do it come out now when the statute of limitations is up? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was it at then? Okay, so now showing the video was doing what? Like you say, he can't be charged for the shit. Nothing can happen to him. So you just doing this just to destroy them. Because like, this is like the glue to what they needed. This all they needed to see to say everything else was true. When listen, now, like G said before, if that would have been anybody else, any other victim, Puffy would have been done for. If that would have been anybody except for Cassie on that video they showed stumping out, he'd look like an animal. But you know why ain't nothing else being shown? Because they don't got no other evidence. They don't got nobody else. So they took this to glue that together. You see what I'm saying? And that shit makes me mad, man.
Now what about how our people reacted to it? So many people watched the video and they like, I was appalled. But if you really think about it, the things that were talked about that he did, way worse than the video.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, people acting like they never seen something like this. Like this is salacious. How do you feel about that?
I can't get a word out. My feelings is so fucking mind blowing that people would act like this is the worst shit they ever seen, and it's these lame ass motherfuckers.
Now hold on, let's do a disclaimer first. Yeah. Again, it was bad.
Yeah.
We don't condone domestic violence
at all.
But
I didn't want to cross.
Has there ever been any rumors about?
Cross the whole head. Well, go ahead.
But has there ever been any rumors about Cassie being kept behind a locked door?
Right.
Could she leave anytime she wanted to?
Listen though.
Or was she tethered by money?
She was tethered by money. Like I say, the whole thing was, she was there for the money. It's in her career boost, right? So you can't tell me that a motherfucker. And then I watch all these podcasts, like, and these black guys, these other black men. It's not white. Most white podcasters that I watch so much, they like me. They talk about, you know, how bad it was. You know what I'm saying? But they like, shit happens every day. It's the black motherfuckers that's going against, like, they never seen, they so appalled by this, and how could this happen? Like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. You know this type of shit goes on every day, all day. How the fuck you sitting here like this is, like we done discovered a Sasquatch or something? Nigga, this shit goes on every motherfucking day, all day. You know what I'm saying? It's only us that's trying to destroy us. And like I say, them ain't nothing but haters. I don't condone that shit by no means. Should Puffy have been stumped in the ground for that? Fuck yeah. He should have been beat, his fucking teeth knocked out his mouth. But that was my sister. That was what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? My girl, my sister, anybody I love. But, and should he have went to jail? Fuck yeah. But the thing is, she didn't want him to go to jail. Obviously, you want money. That's why I don't understand. If she was so hurt over these ass, it was just, listen, man, what I'm trying to say is toxic relationships, this is how they go. Violence are in toxic relationships. This happens all the time. Like the dude with the, what's the actor name with the wide nose that was with the white girl? And he, Jonathan Majors. Remember that? Jonathan, right? He grabbed a phone from her and made a mistake. Remember that? And then she chased him for blocks and blocks, told all these lies. He lost millions upon millions of dollars.
Now, if that was you, what you think would happen? You think you could have ran as long as he ran to try to get away from this bitch? He ran for like 20 minutes. When the last time you ran for 20 minutes?
I can't run for 2 seconds, so that ain't gonna happen. But like I said,
but yet he was the aggressor.
Yeah, did you tell him? Yeah, he was the aggressor. Yeah. Right, but how he the aggressor though? And then they said they made it look just like the Puffy thing. They are like, that's so domestic violence. It's like that was so bad. He's so hideous for grabbing a phone out of her hand. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the things that America do. This fake YouTube shit got people. Just like it's so many fake, the same people that's doing this shit, the same people that's probably stumping a bitch's teeth out of her goddamn mouth. You know what I'm saying? The people that's, I can't believe, because they want to get the attention off of them. Nigga, this shit go on all day.
Well, like you said, sometimes you have to say it is what it is. Like, the layman person don't understand why a man pays for a prostitute. Right. If they really understand, a man do not pay a prostitute for sex.
Right.
Depends on how much money you pay to do whatever you want to do.
Right.
So I don't know what type of package Puffy get, and I'm not saying that Cassie was a prostitute.
Right.
But if he was paying her and they was having sex, what was it?
That's what I'm saying, man. It's all, at the end of the day, that Puffy thing, it was all about money, right? It's clear as day, because how people want to say, he had her petrified, he's a part of the mob, he had something over her, right? Well, how the fuck that shit happened in the tape that y'all seen happened in 2016? He was with her years before then, and he was with her years after that, right? So how the fuck is it so? You ain't had time, but yet you would go fuck the help, right? The thing is, you would go mess with a dude that he hired to help you. Go off and have 2 kids, not one, but you would have 2 kids by this man, right? But you scared of Puffy though. But you would go have a whole relationship, and you away from later. Now you want to bring this shit back up. oh, I was beat, I was scared. I just don't buy into that, man. I don't. I just think they had a toxic relationship. I think drugs induced. I think everything that she took apart, except for the ass whoopings. I think all the sexual things that happened between them, she was all with at first.
Well, I'm gonna say something that's gonna be unpopular, and the thing is, like you said, except for the ass whoopings, rich people do some kinky sex.
Right.
And I know people not gonna like what I'm about to say, but when you pay a $30 million package, ass whoopings come with that package. I'm sorry.
That's what happens, right? That's what it is. Right. Shit, I ain't a millionaire and I like kinky shit. The fuck? I probably ain't got $3 in my goddamn pocket. And I'm a freak like a dog. Like, but you know, and then that's the problem. That's why I'm gonna name this some crazy shit, because the thing is, they putting too much on Puffy's dick. They same thing with Will Smith. They too worried about what goes on in these men's households. These are multi-millionaires, man. Listen, this shit been going on far as I can remember, and you know what I'm saying? This shit been going on far as I can remember, that they threw these type of parties. Even Richard Pryor tell you back when he was going to these type of parties, it was this going on in this room, this going on in this room. This is nothing new under the sun.
There's been jokes about Puffy parties for a decade.
So everybody knew about it.
All you hear is Jamie Foxx talking about, you ever been to a Puffy party?
Right.
They've been talking about it for years.
Right. So this like they knew what they was getting into, man. And this
now they said Puffy party. This I got a great question. What do you think the difference between a Puffy party and a Luther Campbell party?
Oh, Luke. Oh, what? Shit, ain't no difference. What do you
One
know?
just didn't get caught up.
That's
right?
it. But no. Say somebody white though. Say what's his name who got the smoking crack, got the AIDS.
You ain't got to go there. You ain't got to go that deep. You can go to the parties at the Playboy Mansion.
Huh?
You can go to the parties at the Playboy
That's what I'm
Mansion.
saying. But that's even worse, because them damn show was underage girls.
Yeah.
All them chicks was underage. See, they just, when it's your time, it's his time to be crucified, dog. I just hope he beat these allegations. Like I say, I'm not with that shit, bro. But I'm not also, I don't like people put motherfuckers on this dog in the motherfucker. And it's like everybody turned against him. It's like how the whole world with you. This teaches you a lesson. How is the whole world on your dick today loving you? You that guy. Out of all the beefs Puffy the head with the locks, all these rappers, I've never heard not one motherfucker in history say Puffy was a bitch beater or a drug abuser. Out of all the beefs he done had with all these rappers, the first thing you would say, nigga.
They all say freaky though.
They say freaky, but they never. So what? Okay,
yeah.
But that's his sexual preference.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? You can down a straight black man and accuse him of being gay with no type of nothing.
Now that's a great segue. Also, if you look at how, like, they got all these gay allegations about Puffy.
Right.
Now, if you look at how the LGBTQ, if I'm missing off some letters, excuse me.
Right.
It's like they got a mafia.
I'm missing a lot of them.
They're gonna come and defend whoever they think.
Right.
But for some reason, they ain't speaking up for Puffy. They
not gonna speak up. They didn't speak up for any straight black man that they got gay. I can call them all type of F words, and on TV I can say anything I want to about Puffy and slander him for being gay. Like it's just so bad to be gay. But let me say something about a real outwards gay person, and they gonna cancel me right then. And that's crazy. That's how you know it's a war. It's a war on us, dog. It's a war on us as black people.
But this war, think about it.
Yeah.
The one thing that we as black people do is we are great for putting out secondhand garbage. We heard someplace else.
Right.
I think most of these rumors don't even start in our community.
Right.
Like, find me the most damn near billionaire black person, male or female,
right,
and you're gonna have a gay rumor. You're going to have Illuminati rumor.
Sure.
You're going to have satanic rumors. You can sit there all day. You're not going to find one that you never heard that rumor. But you ain't hear nothing about, you don't hear rumors about Bill Gates. You don't hear rumors about Elon Musk.
Right.
You don't hear none of those. But for some reason, the only way we able to get to a certain level, we got to sell our soul to the devil or bend over and let the white man do us and the took us.
Right.
Like I use that took us word.
Yeah, that was gay. We'll go there.
But yeah, how come we take that and we spread it? Because look, those rumors become more credible when it comes from somebody looking like me and you.
Right.
If the white man was saying that, no one would listen. So the white man whispers in the black man's ear.
That's how.
Then the black man go and gives it credibility.
He give it wings. Right. That's the thing. We always want to put the blame on black people, right? Like we started this or we did this. It's like, well, our situation. Why is our situation so bad? Like why are we so impoverished? First thing they said, well, it's your fault. It's your fault. A white boy told me this that I worked with. He said, no, that's not true. Cause we was at kicking it. He said the game was rigged from the beginning. So basically, yeah, it looked like your fault, but no, you was set to fail from the beginning. It, you know, like you said, white people get the rumor started, put it in the black person ear, and we take it off. Now we the fall guy for that, and that's just real shit. And I'm gonna tell you something else I don't like. Well, who else I don't like? And this shit really fucks with me. We do fuck with, and like I say, to me, it's like a black person in Detroit, Michigan. You know how when an Arabic person lets you behind the gas station window or the store window, niggas be thinking they God in the hood, like you somebody.
They overseer now.
Right. That's how these people.
I see them, boss.
Right. Niggas steal the chips in our folk when you got 3 beers in your goddamn pocket. You know what I'm saying? But now you behind the counter. You know what I'm saying?
Take a leg for me one time, boss.
Yeah. So this what I'm saying. So they always get a nigga to go against another nigga, right? They gonna find a black person that's willing to 50 Cent, for instance, right? 50 Cent.
Before you go to 50 Cent, if you look at that, that's right out of the art of war.
Right.
When you come in to infiltrate someone else's territory, you find one of their own to be your tour guide.
That's right.
And that's what all these Arabs do. I've traveled the world, and the one thing about Chinese, Arabs, they not afraid to go into no neighborhood.
Right.
I went to Aruba. You go to Aruba, stores all owned by Chinese. Aruba people don't own shit.
Right.
They will move to where the money is.
Right.
For some reason, our people, we haven't gotten that yet.
I want to say something about that. That's another thing. I know I'm jumping here, but since we own this subject, and before I get to 50 Cent, don't let me forget to jump on 50 Cent. This is what I see. When you go to any white neighborhood, when you go to the store, everything that sustains life in that neighborhood, who owns it? Who owns the liquor store? White people, right? Who owns the markets? White people, right? Who owns the shop that fix on your cars there? White people, right? When you go to a Chinese, Mexican, you know we got Mexican town. A nigga not gonna own one motherfucking thing there. You ain't gonna see nobody begging in front of the stores there, right? So, but when you go to Mexican town, who own everything in Mexican town, right? Who own the grocery stores? Mexicans, right? Who own the liquor stores? Mexicans, right? Everything that you see in every culture is like that. Pretty much when you of whatever culture you are, you gonna see your people. When you go get your hair done, your car fixed, you gonna see your people. We the only people that's here that don't own nothing.
You know what that is? We're consumers. We're consumers.
Right.
So we just buy. Right. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's why they come here, because they know we gonna support everybody except for us. Now, D, what you about to say?
I was getting ready to say it was not like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Black Wall Street?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of these certain towns, man, down in Florida, all through the South? You know, where the Gap Band came from. That was out there in the Gap Band. That was in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That was Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
But there's been so many other successful communities throughout the United States that we thrived in, because at one time we had our own black pages. You ever heard of the yellow pages, the white pages?
Yeah.
These are businesses, right?
Right.
If you want to go to a barbershop, or you want to go get your car fixed, mechanic, if you needed a plumber, if you needed an electrician, we had our own black pages.
Right.
Okay, you ever heard of the chitlin circuit?
Yeah.
Okay, the chitlin circuit is when our people couldn't stay at hotels. We had to go stay at an inn in a black neighborhood, right?
Right.
Okay, so therefore we couldn't play at the establishments that was owned by white. We could play there, but we couldn't house there, and we couldn't eat there. And we couldn't enter the front door. We had to go through the back door.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, to get back on what you were saying, is the community was based on not having, as you saying right now, we let everybody infiltrate our city, and then we don't have nothing to show for, right? But it was never like that. This was done by design, Durant.
Oh, it's by design.
Listen, we owned our own bus companies. We owned our own planes. We owned our own sharecrop. We owned tractors. We owned. Do you know, if you go back in your lineage, everybody owned property. Right. Land is king, right?
Right.
You own land. We had acres and acres. I bet you your great grandmother and them, they came from the South. They owned acres.
Right.
And I'm not talking about 5 or 6 acres. They owned
hundreds.
Grandpa so he owned 100 acres. My aunt Ressie, she owned 55 acres. Uncle Luke, he owned 75 acres. This was known. Okay, and it was water running through their streams and rivers and all kind of stuff, right? So what they did was, they was like, hey man, we got to take this land from these people because they're thriving too much.
Yeah.
So we was outshining everybody, and we wasn't doing it to show off and boast and brag. We was doing it because what we knew was, when we left out of the slavery thing, man, we know we didn't want to go back there no more.
Right.
We wanted to move forward. Everything was moving up and not moving down. You follow what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But outside entities, as you said, the outside entities was like, come on, man, these niggas is living better than we are. We got to do something about that. And that's how they end up burning down Black Wall Street. And that was also, when you go through history and check out the archives, They were sending planes over there. Man, them white folks didn't afford no planes. They had crop planes, but it was more than crop dusters over there dropping bombs and stuff on some of those people. And it's still some of those people that's living today. They're past 100 years old. Right. It's only a few of them left. I want to say maybe 2 or 3. But what I want to say is they were seeing United States government dropping planes down on them. And they was like, hey, they running for their lives.
Do you know why that was, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know why that was?
What?
That was done during the Great Depression.
Yeah.
The rest of the country is starving.
Yeah.
They in bread lines jumping out of windows.
Right.
This one community that they decided to give, and it wasn't just black, it was Indians. This one community they decided to give them their own shit, let them be self-sufficient, was thriving. They had their own doctors, they owned the bus line, they owned the grocery store.
It was the dentists, the lawyers, the everything.
We ain't shit now. Yeah. And this ain't no goddamn history. Dang, we don't talk shit.
No, look at it though. But like you said, there's certain things that people need to know.
Right.
Like when he mentioned the Gap Band, people need to realize that's not just the name.
That's right, exactly.
The G, the A, the P is the corner that come together for blacks, the streets.
That's right.
I can't remember the names now, but that's how they got their name from Black Wall Street.
That's right.
And if you sit back and people got to realize, when they sat here and they did these things to black people, it was like a matinee. Yeah. That's like a lot of people don't know where the word picnic comes from. I will never use that word again.
That's right.
Picnic, where they sold popcorn when they was getting ready to do a lynching, because picnic came from pick a nigga to lynch. That's right. Is where that word came from. And we've been using it all these years and didn't realize that's where the word came from.
That's right.
When you sit here and realize all the knowledge that we have as black folks, if everything you learn in school, you're not learning from your people, so nobody's going to teach you that they are monsters.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to give you a whitewashed, bleached history. This is how it was. Like the saddest thing, I went to Greenfield Village, and they set this little white girl up to fail. I felt so bad for her. You know, they got slave quarters there. So what they was doing was, the little kids asked, oh, they had slaves here? Did they master beat them? Little 6, no, they had a good master. But they set her up to...
Right, she didn't know.
She didn't know. What to say to this answer?
Right.
And what's a good master?
Right.
But in their minds, this guy went to church on Sunday, beat your ass on Monday, because he didn't even have to ask the Lord for forgiveness, because you weren't even considered a man. Right. So we have to learn our history before we can go forward. And that's even with Puffy, that's even with all of them. We got to know, because none of this shit is new.
Right.
None of this shit is new. We tear each other down. Yeah. Right. We truly don't own nothing. There's not even that many black people even own their own home.
You know,
we will rent forever.
We don't own shit, but they make it like that. So this is what I want to get to. I'm about to get to the 50 cent to this, and we're gonna wrap this up. But I'm telling you, you're right. We don't. They make it so we don't. They make it so it's easier to rent than buy your home. I just noticed this. They making it so hard to own your own home now. Like they almost making it damn near impossible. You know what I'm saying? They putting you through so many hoops to own some shit.
Case in point.
Yeah.
Case in point. What you're just saying right now.
Right.
It's easier to lease a car than to rent a car. But back in the day when my father was working for General Motors, only ones was leasing cars, was having that privilege to do that was executives.
Right.
And now anybody and their mama can go lease a car.
Yeah.
Okay, but before you had to be some stature, some importance up the higher chain to lease a vehicle.
Yeah.
Because you was able to lease that vehicle, jump out of it, and get into another one. Right?
Right.
No questions asked. You get, man, that guy got a new car every day. Oh yeah, man, he's in the UAW. Right. He's an executive. Now, Leroy around the corner, man, that work at the party store, he can lease a car. And it's leasing them.
And they know that that's more important.
Because they don't want you to own anything.
They don't.
Owning is everything. And just like when they started saying about this land, the first thing they do, man, is they want to see something valuable, or they know it's valuable. They know 10 years ahead of time, or longer, right?
Right. True.
So what they do is they'll start raising up the property tax. Say this neighborhood where we are right now. Look at all these big houses over here. Beautiful, solid brick homes. They'll come through here and they'll be like, okay, this is a predominantly black area. When you say predominantly, what's the percentage? 95% black, right? Okay. They'll come through here, man, and start raising property taxes on people. Now, these black folks been here for generations, can no longer live in these big, beautiful brick houses because the house might have no mortgage on it. But what they do is they will come in and raise the property tax so high you can't afford to live in the house that's paid off.
Come on now.
You understand what I'm saying? So now you scratching your head going, shoot, these taxes $13,000 a year. Man, I ain't living here. So now you sold your house, and guess who moves in?
Come on now.
Won't be the if that 95% black folks is living in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's not going to be 95% no more. Now that same percentage is going down, 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 down.
Oh yeah. So back to the like I say, the culture vulture shit. A lot of people, these culture vultures, they try to make it seem like every nigga is a rat or a snitch. Which in our culture, we know we got that type of shit going on. Like I said about the 1090 Jakes and all them, you know what I'm saying? They want to pick and choose. He even said it himself. 1090 Jake even said it himself. Like, I can twist the shit and make it go either way I want it to go. You know what I'm saying? He said that on one, like with the shit with the BG. He said, look, I can make this look bad or worse. He said, you know, and he jumped on the side. First, he basically said BG snitch. Then he turned around and was like, no, I didn't say that. But here go the problem I got with it.
This is the question I get for that. All the time that BG did, when somebody's saying something like how we read into it, why do we care if he's saying that he's snitch?
Right. No, the
In
thing
real
is,
life, why do we care?
what?
If they saying he a snitch, how many snitches you know do the amount of time that he did?
Well,
and even if he got out the next day,
no.
why do we care?
No, it's not the fact that he don't give a fuck. BG didn't bother him. He didn't let the shit
No,
bother
we
him.
care.
Right.
Because like I said, it's not the first time I done heard, like I hear more people talking about BG, but then you got T.I. who didn't do a lick in jail and had automatic weapons. I don't hear nobody saying nothing about him.
I don't get that shit neither.
So it's like they pick and choose who they want to destroy.
And they always try to destroy the real motherfucker. See, now you
I mean, but T.I. didn't actually. What happened with T.I. case is he didn't actually take the gun. See, if he took the guns, then he would have took possession of them. Then they would have actually been able to charge him. But he didn't. He was like, "This ain't what I asked y'all for." So he didn't take no possession.
Well, let me
of it,
tell you
so he
something.
wasn't able to be charged with it.
Conspiracy is, they say conspiracy is 9/10 of the law. So conspiracy, you never have to take possession. You know what they call that shit?
But his
The plot to do.
But he didn't know that.
Three people.
He didn't know that they was undercovers and trying to catch him up. So he was saying this without no knowledge of them trying to set him up. He basically said like, "No, this ain't what I ain't asked for this.
Right.
I needed some guns for my security for protection." He's saying this on the shit. So they trying to say like, "Nigga, how you get caught with all them?" No, he didn't get caught with all them guns.
Right.
The guy who actually set him up was my manager at the time. His name Ryan Osby. And he was an ex-police. So he did that shit because I feel like they cornered him in to do it. Honestly. Because I know the type of guy Ryan. How do you protect T.I. and take bullets, right? Protect him. Take the bullet for him. And then you turn around and set him up. Maybe 8 months later. It just don't make sense to me.
Maybe he didn't get himself in. That's how he got himself out.
No, but he wasn't that type of
Oh, shit, God damn.
Cut. It's a wrap.
It's a rap, bitch. 50 Cent definitely wrong for the bullshit he doing. And on top of that, it's gonna come back to bite him in the ass, man. You don't do no black man like that, man. You don't try to destroy him over a bitch, over because he fucked your hoe. Like, that's some sucker ass shit. Like, what other reason did you got to want this man to go to prison? You making all these movies about him and all this shit. Like, why you got so much hate for him? Because your bitch over there on call for him? Like, that's some weak ass shit, But believe me, that type of shit comes back to you. Karma gonna eat 50 Cent up. Like, I don't give a fuck how many movies he got, what he got going on to do some hoe ass shit like this. That's ratting to me. Like, to me, that's rat activity. Like, when they called him a rat, I never believed that shit. But now I really believe that 50 Cent could be a fucking rat. That's rat type shit. How you go against the code, my nigga? Because a nigga fucked your hoe. You know what I'm saying? And you feel that type of way. That's radish. That's radish behavior. You know what I'm saying? You telling everything that went on and all this shit.
But 50 Cent was asked about this shit with Diddy though.
Right.
And they was asked him, and he say his strife ain't because of the girl. His strife is because of how he did him with Mace and the stuff with Mace. Because
that ain't none of his motherfucking business.
No, he was trying to sign Mace to G Unit.
Yeah.
And Puffy told him $2.5 million to let him out, and he didn't owe Puffy no money, no back money as far as Mace was saying. So he basically was just telling that to 50 Cent because he didn't want him to sign.
Hey, to me, look, two things I'm gonna reiterate on. Ain't no excuse for that activity. I don't give a fuck. That's business shit. Ain't no excuse. That's whole shit he's doing. Number one. Number two, that T.I. shit, that nigga a rat. That's why it's file sealed. That's my opinion. Because nigga, conspiracy is 9/10 of the law. I don't have to get caught with nothing. Half the time, Dave, you know this, half the time nigga get caught with some bricks or something, 9 times out of 10, you don't have to get caught with nothing. Just if I say I'm coming to get this, which he did, he said, hey, I want these guns, that's enough. And when they catch you with enough cash to purchase these, or you have the means to purchase what I'm bringing, I never have to get caught with nothing. Half the niggas in prison never been caught with nothing. And that leads me to the 1090 Jake shit with the 1090 Jake shit and Rilo. You know that nigga Rilo. Now they keep saying he ain't snitching, he ain't ratting, but the nigga, his best man got on tape, and we hear Rilo specifically say, now this not my words, this is what the streets say. If you talk to them people, you a rat. That's what these young niggas say. So if you talking to the people, you a rat. This nigga gave a whole fucking profit. He went in there and gave a whole profit to them people. And you can't give the feds fake information. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I can't go to the feds and be like, and say, look, I'm gonna make a deal with you, but I'm gonna tell on somebody fake. You gotta give them somebody. Ain't no give it no fake. Ain't no making it sweet. He said I gotta make it sweet. How you making it sweet? You gotta tell on somebody. There's no making them sweet. So then niggas come home on planes with rat shirts on, with we hate rat shirts on. You jump off a plane, you just read it, but then jump off a plane with no rat shirt on. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of shit I be going on. Then, what I'm about to say, no jumper. They talking about them motherfuckers over there got fired. That shit been a gimmick, man. That shit should have been, even if it's fake or not, them boys over at No Jumper, that culture vulture shit, that's why they got rid of Crip Mac in my eyes. Because Crip Mac was, even though he was on that gangster shit, bro, he was more on, you know, with these hands. You never seen Crip Mac talk about using a gun and none of that shit. I mean, he was becoming a superstar. They got rid of him, you know what I'm saying? So he got to do prison time. They don't even talk about him no more. Now they got all these gangbangers over there, and they belittling that shit. That shit look like a gimmick. Nigga, it's real gangbangers out here. These guys talking about, you got gay gangbangers over there. You got dudes from different sets over there, right? And these guys are building this guy channel up to make millions upon millions of fucking dollars, and they not getting paid nothing. And how I know they not getting paid nothing? Because who gets into it over a cigarette? You remember they got into it over a cigarette? You remember that shit? These nigga, how is y'all niggas beefing over a cigarette because he asked for a cigarette, man? And the reason I say that, because my man said he always asks me for a cigarette. Man, goddamn, you got these niggas working for you and you can't even buy them a pack of cigarettes, my dog. So that's why I say that culture version shit go a long way. You know what I'm saying? I just, they do. They use niggas for what they can use them for, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I just wanted to, and on this one, I just wanted to damn show make sure on that puffy shit, I got it clear that I don't condone that shit. Because, you know, when I put it out there, a lot of people was like I condone that type of activity. No, it's just that I know real shit when I see it. Go ahead.
Scoot over.
When I see it.
Scoot over.
Hold on, let me finish, man. Hold on.
I'm finna add to that. Look.
What?
And that's the thing what folks gotta realize, man. When you sit here, it's brave to speak on something that you know gonna touch people the wrong way. Right. When you sit here, you not really speaking up for the man saying, hey, I hate the way they doing Puffy. No, you hate the way they doing an individual, because you understand how the laws work. You gotta realize, if they use it once on him, and you sit here and you condone it, they can do the same thing to you. Right. So you have to be careful when you, and the one thing I hate about our people, I'm gonna be very critical of our people. We love to pile on. We love to add to it. We love to listen to the salacious stuff that they say in the papers, and we just go with it. We don't need all the facts. We don't need the truth. It's like Charlemagne the God said, why tell the truth when a lie is so much more entertaining?
Real talk.
So again, like you said, I known this man my whole life, and for real, he's not a Puffy fan. He's not a fan of domestic violence. But what's right is right. When you sit back and realize this whole issue, again, feds done raided his house. How long are we waiting for charges to come down? This ain't no regular person. People like, well, you know, sometimes it take a long time. No, they don't take a long time when people get private jets and passports, because they can bounce. Right. So you realize this all starting to look like a smear campaign. Let's just make him look so bad that none of these entities that he do business with will do business with him. And that's all it is, because it's been too long for no charges to come. Yeah. You're going to sit here, a guy that they caught on a plane, with some weed gummies and about an ounce in his pocket, and you gonna call him a drug dealer?
Right, yeah, kingpin.
Yeah, come on, man. So again, as for our people, all I want you to do is pay attention to what's really happening and not just what's being said. Again, where are the charges? You could sit here, you said this man was a human trafficker. Has anybody put any evidence on that on the web of being a human? Because that's horrible.
Yeah.
He's a human trafficker. Where's that? Again, for the Cassie thing, look, everything that you seen in that video was horrible. I don't condone it. But you know what? All the stuff that they said that was before the video came out was worse. So it's like now everybody acting like, wow, no, the shit that they said before the video was worse.
Like I say, all that whole shit, I just wanted to get that shit. That shit been on my mind. That culture vulture shit, that 1090 Jake. That shit been on my mind heavy. Like I said, I didn't like when he tried to fuck with the little nigga with the shark, the fishing nigga. You know what I'm saying? He went on him. Like, goddamn, dog. Like, you just picking anybody out the motherfucking. You know what I'm saying? You just, you remember that? You seen that? When he did that shit, the little nigga changed his life. He fishing. He calling him a rat. Because this nigga told who shot him? Like, who the fuck don't tell who shot him? Like, he not in the streets like that. It ain't like I'm warring with some niggas over here. I shoot them, they shoot me. Now I'ma tell on them. No, he niggas sitting somewhere and got popped up. Just because he got dreads and tattoos don't mean that he no fucking game banger. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, when people always talking about following the rules to the game, you can say, well, the nigga switch. Well, that's part of the game. Well, part of the game when he go to jail, also part of the game was you not fucking his bitch when he was in jail.
Right.
So it's like we want to pick and choose the code that we want to keep. That was a code. You gonna take care of this dude broad while you gonna not smash him.
Right.
So now when he come out, he ain't got no more allegiance to you or no code. You been smashing my broad for the whole time I was in jail, and I'm gonna stay to the code and you didn't.